Well, people of my age, of course, recognize that very well. It's the punch card used in the computers earlier in 70s and even up to 80s. And things have significantly changed. It is said that until end of 19th century, which was 1800s, and electricity was invented somewhere like 1890, the lifestyle of a father and a son used to be similar. There was not much change. Now look at our life cycle. Even if you are millennial or you are Y or X generation, look at the changes which are happening. And people of my age, look where we started. I literally did work in that environment where the punch cards were being used. So we are fast changing, and for some people these things would still be mysterious, what I'm showing you, and this, and this. So these have become like ancient, 200, 300 years old, but they were really available and being used in our lifetime. So that was one era which we passed back in terms of the technology. And I think all of you have used these gadgets or equipments or electronics yourself. But again, the time has passed very quickly and all these things have also become ancient. Continuing to observe the changes which are happening in our environment, and more from a business point of view, because all of our business professionals, then we have few dramatic changes taking place, like Samsung and Apple taking over from Nokia and BlackBerry. And both the companies were very much projected to rule the world, and actually they were ruling the world, BlackBerry and Nokia. Who thought that in a few years' time they would become obsolete? But it's not entirely about technology, because the phones from Nokia and BlackBerry were also very advanced technologically. Of course, Apple did a lot of reshaping, repackaging, but basic technology remained the same. Then there is another example from other industries. Next, Netflix took over Blockbuster. It's still about videos, right? But different format, different way. It is said that it is not really important what you sell. It is relevant and important how you sell. So in these cases, product probably more or less the same. How the product is being made available to us is quite different. One more example. Barnes & Noble used to sell books. Amazon started selling books. But the Border and Barnes & Noble both are in bankruptcy, right? So you could see that it's not only about technology. Something else is really pushing the forces with the change. Look at these examples. Airbnb, Uber, Booking.com. These companies did hugely successful, disrupted the very solid industries, but they did not invent anything new, right? There is no new technology involved. They took the different pieces of inventions and the new trends available and put them together differently to create a new business model, and they were hugely successful, right? So it's not the achievement of any scientist or any laboratories. It's the people like us who are continuously thinking, who are innovative. So reality of today is really disruption, especially with these three models or similar models like that. It's hard, very unpredictable to really see what could change the scenario. Because who thought in hospitality industry that a company like Airbnb would disrupt? And Booking.com, by the way, just a software, just a soft platform. Major chains in hospitality and hotels are really depending on Booking.com for the traffic right now. And of course, we are very well familiar with the story from Uber and Careem and Lyft. So what to do with the disruption? As I said that earlier, we could project something based on the technology, but this new model, and I think many of you are familiar, we have already discussed during the strategy session, that this new business modeling has become very powerful, which means that things are already there. They don't need to be invented. It's your creativity, it's your strategic thinking, it's your innovation, which may create a new business model, which may disrupt the very well-established industries.